Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tales of Gaming Addiction, a YouTube channel where we talk about gaming and all of that good stuff. Today it is a very special shoutcast. It is the finals to the mini LCS 3. It is of course going to be Titans Gaming on blue, Eggy Bread on red, and we're already into the picks and bans. And it's been fairly consistent bans for this part of the season on the current patch note. So Poppy banned away for the massive disengage and top lane harass she has. Draven likewise being banned for really his potential as an AD carry with all those marksman style stats that make him quite difficult to deal with, especially when you consider his adoration stacks can get a bit out of control. Moving further down to Titan's second ban, it is going to be the Bard, denying support and health packs, and their final ban is also going to be the Victor. That looks like it was a target ban against a member of Eggy Bread to 90 mid lane shenanigans. Victor, of course, very good at wave clear and has very good team fighting potential when he gets the chance. Also a good all-round split pusher. Over onto Eggy Bread though, their final two bans are going to be Ari and Lee Sin. So that is a mid laner and a jungler taken away, as Arena's hook takes Graves nice and early. He has got the smite available, so it could be a jungle Graves, which would be an interesting pickup to say the very least. We'll have to wait and see where they decide to go with this. We'll wait and see here. Chicken though is looking to pick up the Echo, so that's going to be something to play about with in the top lane for the side of Eggy Bread. Also has a nice bit of flexibility for mid or jungle, but in recent plays he has been seeing more time in the top lane than anything else on the planet. So we'll have to wait and see what else to pick here. And Quotient is going to pick up, well, it looks like it's going to be, it is going to be the Night Maiden herself, whose name really does escape me. Who is it? Evelyn, that's it. There we go. Knew it was there somewhere. Actually had the cursor over it to see. Let's see what else we're going to pick up here though for Batman. He is looking to take away the Lucian. It could be a Evolution. You could also say that his build was revolutionary. I'll have to wait and see what he decides to do with it though. Considering that the Bard was taken away, good support would be the Brawl, but with the Graves, maybe not so much. I'll have to wait and see what Silent Yin's going to lock in here, or could be waiting to see where it goes to much later on as the time ticks away. So Lucian Graves double combo is going to be quite nasty to deal with. It's going to be a lot of armor itemization over on the side of Eggy Bread. It's going to be a Lulu locked in though. So a Lulu now locked in. That's shaking things up a bit. That also is a flex pit like the Echo. Could go mid, could go top, could go support. I even saw jungle Lulu once. Didn't go well, but it was there. It was an option. And it was a full option to go for the Lulu. Let's moving on here. It is looking to be the Jim picked up on the newest champions to the Rift. Of course, we are 2 new champions in now. We're on 6.7, I want to say. Yes, 6.7 is our version number. So we've got a lot of untapped potential here. As we can see, Michael is looking to take up the Caitlyn. Lord's looking to go for the Thresh. It's a solid combo. A very solid combo, very strong combo as well. I'll have to wait and see what they'll make of this. Still thinking about the Jhin. It is going to be the Jhin though, so the Virtuoso is in. I expect to see some beautiful kills on the Rift. Done to an orchestrated, premeditated fashion that is unfathomable to the human eye or ear. As you tell us, but looks to lock in the army, so it's going to be a Lulu mid. And with a Maokai as well, it's going to be a Maokai top. So we still don't know who's going to be playing top lane or even mid over on the side of Eggy Bread. So this is going to be a couple of risky picks here for Titans. They are obviously looking to make something of it. Let's wait and see. And it looks like it isn't going to be all that much. It looks like Surabi? Yeah, Surabi. Let's go with that. It is going to be a Maokai locking by the looks of it, and it is going to be so. Gravitel's actually got a lot of flexibility. Well, in fact, the entirety of Eggy Bread's got a lot of flexibility here. do they go for the option of the Echo top or the Echo mid and try and outplay the Lulu poke? Looking like for Brand though, and Brand could be quite interesting against the Lulu, but instead no, we'll try and play around something else. Job and top both certainly does work. The might of, well, the example of Demacia, the Crown Prince himself, could prove quite a harass against Maokai, the Treant. Has plenty of poke potential, can quite happily engage with the double teleport combo that Eggy Bread appears to be running as well. Is going to be very, very helpful. As soon as the team fight breaks out, you can start split pushing, teleport in, do the Cataclysm, keep everyone boxed up, makes everyone a nice big sitting duck. Instead though, it is going to be straight away to Lissandra, so that is going to be Lissandra mid most likely up against the Lulu. And without any further ado, we shall cut this here. We shall join you guys on the Rift, as we'll let you in the comments decide who you think is going to win this game. Don't spoil who won it, because that's just not fair. I mean, after all, you wouldn't like it if someone spoiled the LCS in the comments section when the VOD went live. Okay, so welcome back to the Rift, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed that brief little interlude whilst we left the game to load. Let's get into this. So, of course, for those of you who do not remember, it is Titans on blue side, Eggy Bread on the red side for the mini LCS finals, game 1 of 3. Currently, we have got the bans go through. There were pretty much target bans to be the full side. I think says Silent Yin takes a lot of early aggression here out from Eggy Bread. Though for the side of Titans, it does mean now that all level 1 abilities have been selected. So at least Titans have a rough idea of what they're going up against in the lanes. But otherwise, where was I before that little skirmish broke out? Yes, we had the bans sorted out. That's all done and dusted, and now we're moving on at our leisurely pace into the early game of League of Legends, which has always been a slow and patient affair, let's say. It's always been slow and patient no matter what way you look at it, actually. But it is going to be interesting to see though what the junglers will go for here. And it's going to be the usual stay with your duo lane, just try and get that early leash on for that bit of early aggression. As you can see, Gross is going for the Sentinels, whilst Evelyn, yeah, we'll get the name right eventually. It's one of the two Shadow Isles junglers. Is going to start off with the grunt, but then move on to the blue buff. And she's going to be quite difficult to deal with the lack of vision on the map on the side of Eggy Bread, though. We'll wait and see what they decide to do here. It's going to force them to make a choice between what wards they want and which ones they want to try and avoid. Although there are a few paths that at least will take without risk. Although top lane is looking to be quite strong here. Chicken's actually getting quite a lot of harassment on to Sarabi, and likewise Sarabi's actually getting a little bit of damage out onto Chicken, but it might not be enough here. The Q comes out, a couple more auto attacks will secure the kill. One more will do it, and it's going to be first blood straight on to Chicken. So Eggy Bread already claimed first blood nice and early as well, prior to 3 minutes. I think that's probably the fastest first blood we've ever had. And I've also just seen that we have the chat pop up, so let's turn the chats off, shall we? There we go. So no more horrible evil chat. So bot lane looking to be a little bit aggressive here, as we saw Echo pick up that kill. Lodge was looking to try and make a play here onto Batman. It's going to be very, very difficult as well with the likes of Jin, who actually struggles a little bit with the laning phase, as he is on a reload style of play, much like Graves. He's not like any other AD champion. So for those that don't know, Jin is one of the newest champions to the league, second after Aurelian Sol, who has only recently descended upon Mount Targon to harass us all. And Jin's passive is that whilst he doesn't gain critical strikes, at least I think that's how he works. I can't remember if he doesn't get critical strikes or attack speed, because he is on a 4 attack reload cycle. As Kotuan gets caught out by a pink ward, does take a lot of damage, but Chicken now getting the full harass of Sarabi and Aeneas on that Graves with all three buffs active as well. So it's red, blue, and Grom. That's very difficult to deal with. So anyway, back to Jhin. Of course, whilst all this harass is going on in the top lane, it could go either way. As you can see, he has a little bar underneath himself, which has 4 markers, one of which is slightly bigger than the others. And that is pretty much his passive. He gets 4 auto attacks before he has to reload, and his 4th attack will always critically strike, as you just saw Batman take to the face there. But equally, not caring either about the damage he's going to take to face. Lucian with the Dawn's Blade is quite difficult to deal with in lane, but we shall have to wait and see what people decide to do. With that, I mean, I have seen blue build Lucians of late. Has been an interesting pickup. It's been very difficult to deal with as well, because you'll have enough mana regen and a couple of lifesteal quints will just keep him going that little bit longer. We'll have to wait and see where he decides to go with that one. Elsewhere though, not much to be said. Mid lane is going into Lissandra's favour, 39 to 30. Or 38 to 30, I thought she was going to get 39 as soon as it ticked over. Could see a gang come out here though for Kotuan. She isn't in stealth, but it's going to be the glacial path. It's going to be the lock up onto Silent Yin. Could we see the pain come down here? It isn't going to be enough though. Oh no, it will do. Gravitar will go for the dive. Takes a lot of tower damage. Will be forced to recall. And recall at a safe distance of possibly her own jungle. Would be highly advisable at this point. Although she has got plenty of health pots though, so she's going to chug a few of those, get back to lane. Focusing on getting to level 6, which she does. In fact, she's the first person to get to level 6. Everyone else is still 4-5. So 2 kills already though for Eggy Bread at this point in time. It's looking very, very nice for them. A couple of these early kills are certainly going to push them forward and elevate them to a higher status on Summoner's Rift. And certainly going to be something to watch out for here. Now it's this bot lane that could explode to next. Kotuan is lying away in the bush, but is recalling, so they're not really going to get much more information other than Kotuan was about somewhere. That's about all they're really going to get here. Lissandra though coming back straight into lane with the blasting mod and looking to go into the Rod of Ages, which is a sensible pickup for any AP mid laner, as obviously as time goes on you start getting your health, mana and ability power stacks up, and every little counts when it comes to a mid lane matchup. Muda though laying down a nice bit of harass, but not going to be enough to stop Lissandra. She has got ways of making the plays, making things happen. That's wards now are getting cleared from all sides. Excuse me, a little throg in the throat. As Michael gets caught in the bubble, will be rescued by the lantern. I really want to put Jhin to work well with Thresh, but actually it's doing very, very well for them here. The lantern is proving effective, along with the Thresh hooks to ensure the perfect point out here. Ultimates are coming out from all sides. Suddenly, you know, is taking a lot of damage. It's forced to pop the wild growth. It isn't going to be picked up. Kotuan though did lay in some harass, which is going to give Lissandra all the time she needs to farm up safely. So Kotuan really making the plays happen here as Thresh hooks in a minion for Jhin. It's going to be a beautiful death for that minion. Takes a beautiful critical shot to the face. Unfortunately, as Gravitar is forced to use Glacial Path to get away. Can Kotuan make something of it? She's going to come through, clear out the ward, so Graves is going to have full alertness that she is there. Or we'll have to wait and see here as Eternal Esper does get caught in. It's not going to be enough though. She was forced to reload. The Ignite is ticking away, but it's not going to be enough as the culling comes on through. Batman now down to basic auto attacks versus Jhin, but does have the greater auto attack DPS, if you will, over time. Jhin having that forced reload makes trading difficult. It isn't going to result in much other than Nami recalling back to base, but she will be able to recall and buy something of note. And it is going to be Sidestone, Fairy Charm, a few biscuits, which do look delicious, I might say. Saying that now, I actually want to go to Summoner's Rift and have a biscuit. I want to taste one. What does it taste like? Is it sweet? Is it scrumptious? As Graves actually does a nice bit of counter jungling as well. Just taking out the Bramble back, but not the to assistance, if you will, forcing the respawn time to be even longer, literally until the camp is fully cleared. So that's going to put any plans that Eggy Bread had onto the back foot. But we'll have to wait and see here as Gravitel is taking quite a lot of damage. Is going to be forced to use the glacial path to get out of the way. As Sarabi takes a lot of damage, and Chicken also responds using Echo's ultimate time warp there, trying to lay down, sorry, not using the ultimate, that was actually his W, I believe. But still getting plenty of damage out, forcing Sarabi down to quite a fair bit. Ultimate was burnt though, but Maokai's ult does have a nice small cooldown. So he's going to give him plenty of chances to take it easy, farm back up and get into this fight. And I'll have to wait and see here. Does get caught with the time disc, doesn't quite get caught with the hook though into this bottom lane. Well, there's been a lot of action, but sadly nothing to come of it. CS wise, so it is an Eggy Bread's favour. It's currently 99 total to 89, so it's a nice 10 CS lead for them there. We'll have to wait and see what everyone decides to do with it. And it's not going to be a huge amount. Whilst we're at it, actually, let's look at the gold, since everyone's farming up. Who's in the lead? Where top lane is certainly going well for Eggy Bread. They've got a nice 400 gold lead over the Maokai, so Sarabi's going to have to be very careful around Chicken. Jungle wise though, it is very heavily in favour of Graves. Mid lane, it is 600 gold in favour of Gravitel on the Lissandra. And the bot lane, of course, for that 10 CS lead, also in Eggy Bread's favour. So it's really a farming game that Eggy Bread want to play out here. Those two early kills seem to be just flukes, and lucks of where things fell. But who knows? You can see that Evelyn is hopping off to the side. She's looking to make some sort of a play here, but can't quite manage it yet. Although here she comes through the lane. She is going to get spotted now. The Jin ultimate comes on through. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. Is going to pick up the kill. 4th critical shot is nearly going to kill Esper. It is going to force teleport save from Sarabi and Chicken. And now it's going to be a 4v2 in the bot lane. This is not going to look good for Titans here in the mid lane. Eggy Bread do manage to pick up a kill. They could even continue to harass him and go for a tower. Sarabi is going to get caught on the threshold. Will get the flay, but it's not going to get caught entirely. It's going to be forced to flash out. Chicken gets very, very low as the beautiful flower from Jin blooms there. Now Eggy Bread are going to be forced to do a mass recall just to get everyone out of the way, as the sapling will interrupt Lodge's recall. Is it going to be enough? Nope. Lodge does not care for the sapling. It's so nice when the sapling hits you, taking no damage from it. It just feels nice. You know, I'm taking nothing from the sapling. It's all good. As that Graves for the Titans is doing a good job. You know, there's nothing he can do down in the bot lane since he was so far. Instead, he's going to be split pushing. He's going to be doing a lot of damage to this top lane tower. He's going to pick it up, and it's going to be first tower over 4 Titans. Eggy Bread, though, do have the kill lead. I wouldn't say kill advantage, as first tower is certainly worth a lot more. Lissandra, though, is forced out of lane. Lulu is actually quite far behind in CS, but doing a very, very good job of keeping the harass on and able to try and minimise that gap. It's currently a 20 CS gap, though. And it's going to be very hard to deal with. Although Jin has come back into lane. He has got himself an Essence Reaver, so he's looking to get some mana refunds from his auto attacks as opposed to some delicious health bar, but we'll have to wait and see. Here's the tidal wave comes through from Nami. It isn't going to be enough, though. But Maokai is still in that lane, down in the bottom of the Summoner's Rift. And he's going to start making some pressure down here. It could be tower number 2 as well for Titans. Batman using the Lucian passive here to get a couple of quick auto attacks in. It's going to be enough, though. There is a big minion wave. There's plenty of push, and now we go 2 towers now for Titans. So 3 kills, 2 towers. Although Arenas is going to have to be very, very careful here. The threshold comes through. It is going to be a smite, though. Arenas does manage to pick up the dragon. Coachman is forced to flash as Kravatil comes all through. Looking to try and make something here. Vitali, is it going to be enough as Sarabi takes a lot of damage here? The Ghost Path though does get interrupted. Gravitel is forced to entomb herself in the ice. Is it going to be enough though? Batman comes through, and now we have the team fight break out here. As we see, Batman goes on down. Gravitel is going to go very, very low. Is it going to be enough? Batman looking to make something of it, and it's not going to be the case. It's going to be the Graves who picks up the kill. So a 2-for-2 trade, I believe. No, 2-for-1 trade. Over on the side of Titans there. My brain's just going to much at the minute. It's been a very exhausting personal week for me. It should not carry up to my casting, to which I apologise, but we shall carry on regardless. So 2 kills for 1 in favour of Titans. Also managed to pick up the Dragon as well, which is now giving them a nice 2,000 gold lead. And it's certainly interesting to see here. Also, that previous team fight was very well executed on the side of Titans as well. They took the Dragon, they just bunched up, and they just wanted to make a pick and a mistake, and it was going to be Gravitel causing all that to happen. Unfortunately, not by any fault of a misplay or misclick, just for the fact that she just happened to be in the right line of fire and was enough for Titans to collapse in on. And also interrupting her glacial path did give Titans the opportunity there, but Eggy Bread very quick to respond though. They managed to get themselves a kill, even though it was just the Graves. Fortunately, there wasn't really much else they could do. There was, I believe, Thresh did use the box, but it didn't really lock anyone in here. But at least Eggy Bread now looking to correct that mistake, as Jin gives Nami a beautiful death by being served up on a silver platter. As Chicken and Sarabi continue their back and forth fight here. As we can see yet again, another fight breaking out in the mid lane. Arena Took is forced to have the wild growth. Unfortunately, the Jin ult is going to be enough. That last shot getting the critical damage. So a 1-for-0 there, with no Nami for support as well. This could be quite bad for another team fight here, as Michael's looking to make something of it though, as Sarabi comes in with the twisted advance. Does manage to catch Michael. It is going to be the catch away, and very, very close to getting picked off there once again. As Sarabi is recalling, Gravitel's taking a lot of damage. One auto attack will be enough. Silent Yin is going to pick that up. So currently 6-3 on the scoreboard in favour of Eggy Bread. But Titans have the goal lead of 25,500 to 24,000. 2 towers and a dragon is making all that happen. So Eggy Bread need to make something happen as well. They have no towers, they have no dragons. They've lost all of their outer towers here as Chicken comes on through. Doesn't quite catch anyone out, as everyone does manage to flash to the last second. Silent Yin though does manage to pick up a kill. The tsunami comes on through from Nami. It's going to force Chicken. Sarubi is taking a lot of damage. Gravitel is forced to glacial path after teleporting into the middle of Teen Titans, as they now start smashing down Eggy Bread's mid lane in a tower here. And this double AD combo, it's certainly proving quite deadly here to the double AP combo of Eggy Bread. The Lucian and Ghost here having full reign over the damage, as no one really has any armor beyond the Thresh. Echo's got a little bit with Sunfire Cape, but that's really it. Everyone else has an itemized in that fashion. They're relying solely off the talents and masteries for all of that sort of stuff. So it's not proving well for Eggy Bread at this point in the game, though as we transition from the early to the mid game, we could see a couple of spikes here. Echo's going to get quite nasty, as is Jin. This Sandra Thresh does have the option of pulling off a much bigger combo for much less mana. And Evelyn's damage could start to spike here, which could be what they're after. Likewise though, Titans have got quite a significant gold advantage at this point. They've got 4 towers, they've got a dragon. The second dragon's going to be up in a bit. No roof tower though picked up. Eggy Bread though looking to try and make some place. They're pushing out all the lanes. They're looking to try and do something in the vein of a lane harass. They are instead looking to secure Baron Pit for a little while longer. Sarabi He's taking a lot of damage here. Coachman coming through. The Jinol comes on through as well. 1 hit, 2 hits. That's actually a huge amount of range. Is it going to be enough though for the critical strike? It is. He will land it, but it's going to be Michael that picks up. Everyone though gets the assist, apart from Gravitel on that. That's not quite in with the auto attack. But Coachman did take a lot of the damage. Was supposed to be frontline tanking it, which is not the best thing to do really on Evelyn. She's not overly tanky as such. She's much more of an assassin style jungler. But it's going to be an early Rift Herald. It's going to be 30 seconds though. If they don't kill it soon, it is going to be replaced by Baron Nashor, which may not be the best thing here. As we see Echo coming on through. Thresh does land the hook, does manage to get a hold of Silent Yun. Can they make any more of it? Chicken's actually taking quite a lot of damage here as he gets zoned out by the Graves off onto the back line. The Rift Herald though, he is going to go back to the Void as Baron Nashor comes on through, but another team fight now breaking out here. And Serena Hooks is going to get the Wild Growth. He's going to be forced out of the range here. Michael is taking quite a lot of damage. Nothing more is going to come off that fight though. Meanwhile, Batman is off in the bottom lane, making some plays. He's actually managed to pick up tower number 5. He is getting chased though by Chicken. So you could say that Batman is now chickened. Haha, that's a terrible pun, I apologise. But otherwise, it's all good for Titans at this point. They are certainly taking all the aggression they can. They've taken a few kills here and there. They've taken quite a lot of towers, and map control certainly seems to be their game plan this time around. 5 towers, 2 dragons. Baron Nashor is live and available. I have to wait and see though what Titans are going to do about it. They could remove one of the heads, mount it on their wall. It will look very beautiful and delicious, I'm sure. Or Jin could come and steal it, beautifully as he does. Of course, so having that reload problem means that Jin actually has to walk around with 3 shots and plan everything out so far in advance. It's not really advisable with this combo though. We have seen him turn it around, but they need to start making some plays here. Eggy Bread, they are on the back foot, most certainly 5k down. Nothing much to come of it, although we could see something change here as Chicken tries to 1v1 Graves up in the top lane. Isn't going to get much out of it. Will use the ultimate time warp though, and he is going to continue to harass. Meanwhile, the Batman gets caught out. Coach one trying to lay down the damage. A heal comes out, and Batman will get the kill, but does go down to Jin. Meanwhile, this top lane, that duel is still ongoing. Unfortunately, Echo is going to go down, but Michael is going to get a double. Could he make it a triple? I highly doubt it. He's going to get zoned out by Nami and Maokai. He's going to have to make something of it. He does have double buff available, but nope, shut down for Maokai and a double buff as well. So now that top lane is going to be in some serious trouble. But certainly a very nice kill pickup though for Michael, as the first tower for Eggy Bread now is finally picked up. It's going to be that mid lane tower. Not a huge amount of gold though in most respects. It's not really stopped the hemorrhage that they've got. They're down 5,000 gold. They certainly have better team fighting capability though, so that might have to be their plan here. Just lane up, use the double teleport to their advantage here, as Thresh misses both the hook, and Kurtwen also doesn't really do much other than get caught in the bubble. So a little bit of a failed gank there. Esper doing it very, very nice on the Nami, certainly proving quite eternal as the namesake suggests. But we'll have to wait and see where things go here. Lodge are starting to hoover up bits and pieces here and there, as now jungle is getting denied from Eggy Bread. Graves is proving quite nasty to deal with as well. Chickeno is going to get caught out under tower, but with no tower to support the Nasarabi is in a little bit of trouble. But it looks like Chicken is not going to pick the fight. Instead he's going to take the greater victory, which is the battle not fought here. But meanwhile, this bot lane is in fact going to be the exact opposite of the battle not fought. It's going to be Titans forcing a fight out of Eggy Bread. They want something out of it. They've got 4 members down here they could push in so easily right now. If they had a minion wave, of course. The minion wave is all gone. But Lucian looking to chase that around, pick up some minions for himself. He has got an interesting build going on actually. He's gone with Essence Reaver straight into a Phantom Dancer, followed up by BSO, which is understandable at this point in the game. He's actually quite far ahead against the Jhin. He's yet to finish his Infinity Edge, so he's going to have more damage potential as Sarabi is going to get caught out by Kotoran, who also gets caught out by Ghost. This just won't catch out after another here, but it's going to be 2 kills for Titans possibly in this top lane. The Lantern does come out to try and save Chicken, does give him a bubble, but it's not going to be enough, as he does get caught in the collateral damage of the Graves. Now Sarabi is taking a lot of damage from the Jhin ultimate, but it's going to be Lodge who picks it up solely from an auto attack. But 1-for-1 trade, this result in Eggy Bread losing a 6th tower, so all lanes now are pushed right up to the base walls. This is looking quite bad here for Eggy Bread. They need to make their next play soon, or it will all be over. As Lodge goes back to base, he's going to get that home guard buff and float straight on down the lane with Kotoran in tow. Titans also did a mass recall, so let's look at gold and itemization then, shall we? So Gross has picked up the new Death Dance, so let's look at the stats there. 75 attack damage, 10% cooldown reduction, works very nicely for an AD jungler, and physical spells and attacks heal for 50% of the damage dealt, and also 33% for area effect damage. That's actually quite nice for Graves. So he's certainly going to be doing a lot of damage with that. Also, item would also work quite nicely on a gangplank as well. You can get certainly a lot of parlay action with it, as the cooldown reduction does enable Ghost to reload a little bit quicker. Elsewhere on the side of Eggy Bread though, key items are coming through. It's going to be an Iceborne Gauntlet in the wings for Chicken's Echo. He's got the Sheen and the Glacial Shroud, so any attacks he does will proc his slow field on his next basic attack, which is certainly up Echo's alley here. As Sarabi is going to get caught out as he's trying to split push. He's taking a lot of damage, but likewise he's able to tank it up beautifully. Will get entombed. The Glacial Path though, he is going to be flashing away, as Jin's ultimate was popped. He only gets off 1 shot as well, so that's put it onto a massive cooldown, which is now going to give Titans the edge they want here as the culling comes through, and Lucian will pick up his first Shadow Isles kill, and he picks up a double kill as well. He's certainly pushing on very, very hard here. Can he continue? He does get the triple, doesn't get the quadra or the penta. Of course, we're ticking off in that top lane, and with someone being caught further back. Unfortunately, I was too focused on Batman-E's chase, so he's certainly doing a very good job here, as Titans do pick up their 7th tower and start pushing on to the inhibitor. Chicken taking a lot of damage. This could be Titans' game to lose here at this point. They certainly got the aggression here, as we can see the Infinity Edge being finished for Batman-E. Do pick up the inhibitor though, as Lulu pushes in the mid lane, looking to make plays for mid lane inhibitor as well. Unfortunately, it might be in a bit of a bad spot here, as it is going to be 3 members collapse. He's forced to wild grab. It isn't going to be enough though, as the Thresher comes in. Chicken will pick up the kill, but this is going to be Dragon number 3 for Titans, so they now have a kill lead. They've got the Dragon lead, they've got the tower lead. They've certainly got plenty of opportunity here as the Jhin ultimate comes through. 3 shots, 4 shots, is going to pick up the kill onto Eternal Jasper. Sorry, Eternal Esper, not Jasper. Different letter at the front there, as we see double teleport coming on through as Gravitel manages to pick up the kill. Arena says now it's going to have to be very, very careful. If he isn't, he is going to be caught out. There is a tower here in the bot lane there for him to hide behind, but Michael very nicely picks up the kill they used in the Jin's passive for the free critical strike. And now 4 members of Eggy Bread in the bot lane. 5 if you include the Echo clone just hovering about behind him. As you can see, Michael clearing up the wave beautifully there with Gravitel. They will have to make a play for that bot tower if they can. They've only got 2 towers at this point. They need to start making some pushes at this point. And as I was saying earlier, of course, though, it was only about 10 minutes ago. We were saying that Eggy Bread have double AP, which is much more end game, mid game orientated, and they're starting to get the spikes, and that's certainly true now. And they're picking their fights a lot better. Though Titans have the advantage for now. It's up to them to see how they play. They've got one inhibitor in the bottom lane. They were looking to push from mid, but it looks like that's not going to be the case now. They're looking to make moves elsewhere. Baron is certainly a possibility. There's plenty of ward coverage for them. And they're going to have plenty of ward coverage since it's only really a ward shot. They're not getting full vision here on the side of Eggy Bread. The Chicken is looking to make a move here. The Jin ultimate is going to come on through. It is going to pick anyone up. As the Culling comes on through, Chicken is going to force everyone back. He does burn 2 ultimates though for his trouble. Does take the Culling and the collateral damage. But likewise, over on Titans they managed to force. They were forced to use Chicken's ultimate, which is gone, and Jin's ultimate is gone as well. So there's going to be no ultimate range if they need it for later engages here. As the flower sits there acting as a ward, trying to make something of it. They're trying just to land something. Kurtzwip looking to try and go for the steal, but it isn't going to be the case here. It's going to be Nasher for the entirety of Titans, and they lost no one for it as well, which is even more amazing. It is now forced Eggy Bread straight onto the back foot to the point that the director camera doesn't even know what to do with itself. This top lane is certainly looking very, very exposed. As Thresh does go down whilst everything was going on. Pushes are happening. With the Baron buff though, that push is quite easily doable. As now Chicken comes all through, but unfortunately it isn't going to be enough. He does manage to get a 3-man stun. He is forced to ultimate out the way of the fight though, as Surabi comes straight on through, teleport home guarding it through like a tank. Not even caring about what's in the way. He's going to take the Jin ultimate to the face. I suspect no, it's going to be Arenas who's going to be taking it all. Unfortunately, he is going to go down. No, he isn't actually. Still very much alive. They do manage to get the inhibitor. They get 1 kill. Could they make it 2 with Chicken? They do. Can they make it 3 with Michael? He is caught out entirely. It's a double kill for Batmanny. Can he continue on for a triple? Probably not with the Fountain Tower. Sorry, the Fountain Laser taking him out of here. But it is going to be Titans wrapping this up here in a nice 31 minutes. Nice and quick and easy. Can they make any more of it? And not to be. Lodge is going to get the kill though to Silent Yin. But Titans take the game. 31 minutes 59 on the clock. 20 kills for 17. And a victory for them. 1 game up in this best of 3. So, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to like, subscribe, and that YouTube jazz. And I'll see you next time.